I like boobies. You like boobies. Vicky likes boobies.
You're tacky and I hate you.
Now, are there any damn questions?
Have you any idea what the street value of this mountain is?
This is a nice fish, you know? Big fucking eyes, but a nice fucking fish.
Don't make yourself one, dickweed.
Sorry doesn't put the Triscuit crackers in my stomach, now does it, Carl?
But did you die?
Maybe it's a 10-year plan.
Good evening, bottom feeders and underachievers. It's time for your semi-weekly dose of happiness. Brought to you by the only thing that's there for you in your life, Nerdities. This is The Weekend. I am your host, Justin, as always, joined by...
Mike. Hey, Kyle.
Vinny via message, I guess.
And Joe.
Mike, you look confuddled.
Yeah, my camera was following me for the longest time. It's got that Apple, track you technology nonsense going on, and it's not doing it anymore. I changed nothing.
Yeah.
I'm used to this being able to shift and it keeping me in view, but no,
Like, how much do you jerk to it?
Like, how much? No, on that?
Yeah.
I don't use this.
No, that's not for the...
No. I've got a virus computer for that.
Okay. All right.
Ooh, that's smart. Yeah. It's falling apart.
Malwarebytes is your friend.
Falling off of it.
All right. Let's do what we do here on the weekend. Silly questions, silly answers. Let's start strong. Mike's question du jour.
I threw out there the question, what ship, either real or fictional, would you like to live on, and for how long? Now, I have a bunch of options for questions every week, and I just grabbed this one thing, and it'll be a really good one. Posted it up there, and didn't realize how painful it would be for Joe, but then didn't retract it. So, for me, I'm having a hard time choosing between three. One's not so much. It's like the bottom of the barrel. Serenity. Serenity would be nice, but I don't have that much of an attachment to it. The TARDIS, that just for a guy like me who likes to keep it kind of tighter, a bit more Spartan, it's just excessive. Thing never ends. So I have to go with Millennium Falcon. That's pretty much perfect for me. Lando's Millennium Falcon, though. Not what Han and Chewie did to it. Every once in a while, I would take a Windex to that thing. I would wet wipe it down.
You've flown it.
Yes. I could live on that. Twice. Kept getting better and better, too.
Yep. I shall read Vinny's. He chose The Heart of Gold from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Forever and ever, he says.
Yeah, I can live on mine. It's perpetual.
Good ship.
And that's a cool one too, but it's pretty huge and it's odd looking.
It is a weird looking spaceship.
And if you want to travel long distances, you're taking probability in your hands.
I went with the TARDIS because I was trying to think of what would be a cool ship to be on, but I don't want to be involved in any of the shenanigans. And because the TARDIS is infinite, I won't have to interact with any of the crap that goes on.
Would you just stay inside the whole time? You would never stay
I would just be like Guy on the couch and Half-Baked.
Doctor, I'm not important right now. You have to save the universe.
Don't worry about me, man. I'll
there
be
are
in the
multiple
kitchen.
control rooms, too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You can go retro if you want. There's a pool. We know there's a pool.
It's true.
There's a pizza oven, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
There's just making stuff,
You lift up the bottom panel and just use the time energy.
Yeah.
To heat up a slice or two.
There's hidden booze, too.
Yeah. So I'm good. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Kyle.
This is I don't know if this is cheating or not, because it's a very, very, very large ship, but it's still a ship. Elysium. Because if I'm on a ship, I want to be able to explore it. So it's not infinite, it's not like the TARDIS, but it's humongous. It's basically a city in space.
Well, it's a station.
But it's not. It moves.
It's in orbit, right?
No, it's capable of moving, so it's not. It's technically a ship, but
Did they say that? Because I don't remember them.
But the reason why I picked it is not only because it's supposed to be, like the ideal city, but because in exploring it, I would give myself I wouldn't stay up there forever. That's ridiculous. I would give myself a month up there, and I would use it as a long, almost. I would think of it almost as a long spa day kind of thing.
I'd want it as a timeshare. Go up there every once in a while, get your molecules fixed up, spend a weekend.
Oh yeah, if I had that choice. I thought it was you get on the ship once and get off the ship once. But if I had the choice to go up for 2 weeks a year, or some shit like that, I would absolutely do that.
But I don't know if I'd really want to explore it, because it looks boring as hell. It looks very repetitive for the most part.
Yeah, but I'm sure that there's a lot to see, mechanisms and stuff like that in terms of I don't know.
Is this architect Kyle talking? You want to see the inner workings?
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. And on top of that, I feel in something that big, I would find giving myself enough time. I would be able to. I would think of it so if it's a timeshare situation, I would think of it like going to Disney almost. Going there and then being okay, I went to this part and I saw this part of it. Next time I got to go this area, So,
okay, since you brought Elysium up, and they have the thing I think about a lot is that technology they have where they can fix everything in you in 10 seconds. Yeah. Obviously, we'd all use it to fix the stuff that's broken in us. But they also, you could see they were using it to modify themselves. Do you guys think you would use that at all?
I mean, other than giving myself washboard abs, I'm pretty fucking perfect, Mike. I don't think I need any other.
Yeah, I think I'd need to make my dick smaller. Everything.
Fuck that. Why?
There's too much going on there,
Yeah, but the women could augment themselves to have a fucking elongated vagina.
What? Yeah.
The canal should,
I don't think it's the same situation.
Why not?
Because it's inside the body. It can't just go on forever.
You're Crazy Straw that shit. It'll be fine.
You're not gaining an extra 6 inches without fucking up some organs.
Yeah, then you'd have to make
Not unless you turn into Stargate.
Let's talk about some real sci-fi here, Joe. Come on.
Hey, Stargate wasn't bad. I saw that movie with my grandmother.
torso would have to lengthen.
That's fine.
That's weird. They'd all turn into Kaminoans or they'd all be Lama Su by the time they're done.
No, it's only when they're horny.
They have to get in the thing, stretch their bodies.
No, it's just kind of like a fucking accordion person. You know how your lobes engorge when you're aroused? It'd be the same thing. They'd extend.
My lobes engorge constantly. I must be in a very good mood.
Joe, what was your ship? You didn't go yet.
I picked the Eagle 5.
The Winnebago?
With wings.
The Winnebago. And of course, the length of time would be until the end of the movie.
I'm
the most Mel Brooks answer I could think.
I'm not going to dog it as a person who lived in a trailer, but I don't know if I'd go with that. In an infinite universe,
very different ways.
I might
It's got secret hyperjets.
I mean, he couldn't use the ship he wanted to say.
No, you made sure of that.
Yes, I did. I didn't make... No. Correct yourself, sir. I did not make sure of that. The fans made sure of that.
I prefer listeners. It's more accurate.
Okay.
I like that none of us picked an Earthbound, like fucking the Black Pearl.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
Mine kinda could be. It's got its moments.
Real life ships. Not that, like, they're boring.
The Titanic, because I hate myself.
That was actually Jill's answer to this question was the Titanic until it sinks.
Until it sinks.
I think her actual answer was, I would pick the Titanic for one day. And I was like, one day? She goes, yeah, the day before it sank. That was her actual answer.
That just seems like you might as well just say the Event Horizon. Pretty
Yeah,
close.
you know what? If I was going to go for anything,
Yeah.
I would say the Event Horizon. All the way.
You really want to go out with a bang.
Yeah. All right. Next up. What's your top 3 Disney songs you'd sing for karaoke? I shall read Vinny's first. Hold on. I Want to Be Like You. I'll Make a Man Out of You.
Sounds so dirty.
And One Jump from Aladdin.
Is anybody else going to be doing theirs in a style or using a voice?
No.
No?
No.
I wasn't planning on it.
I mean, I'm going to go, like, I might have to raise the octave a little bit for one of my picks.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
I'll go first. Nobody Else But You from the Goofy movie.
Okay.
Part of Your World. Joe knows from experience that I can hit the high note.
You hit that high note. Everybody heard you from the kitchen in the dining room hitting that high note.
Giving your balls a tug.
And the Gummy Bears theme.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I could almost do that one off of memory, so yeah, I cannot completely understand that.
Is that a Disney song?
Sure is.
Disney,
Disney cartoon, Disney's Gummy Bears.
Mm-hmm.
Dashing and daring, courageous and caring.
Blah, 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 blah. I guess I can't really sing it off the top of my head.
Let's go with Joe.
I picked Friend Like Me because, Rob Williams. Got it. My high octave song is Cinderella. And then, Grim Grinning Ghosts. That's going to be my third song.
It's a good but very long song.
Is that
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it never ends. It just keeps going and going. It's a Mobius strip song.
Michael.
Okay. I'm going to do Hakuna Matata as Tony Soprano. This is a guy who keeps saying to not worry about stuff, but spends his entire life worrying about stuff. I love the contradiction in terms there. Be Our Guest. I was originally thinking of doing it in the Lumiere version, like as close to him as I could possibly do it, but no, I think I'd want to kind of JCVD it up. Yeah, I always gotta bring that name up. And I want to do Trust Me, Kaz song, but as a lounge singer.
Ooh, okay, I like it.
That one plays well together.
It's good. Kyle?
If we only could get, copyrights for it, I would love to just get a video of that.
So, I have a list of 6. One of them was automatically going to be in there. So I'm just going to say the other 2 that no one else said because I'll Make a Man Out of You, Be Our Guest, and Part of Your World were also on my list. So take those 3 out. Jack's Lament is from Nightmare Before Christmas is absolutely one of the 3, definitely.
Beautiful.
So,
I love that melody.
So the other two that were in contention are I've Got a Dream from Tangled and You're Welcome from Moana.
Why didn't I say Shiny? I fucking love Shiny.
That's a Flight of the Conchords jam right there.
Yes, that's a Bowie song in a
Okay, that pretty much rounds that one out. Let's see. Let's go with, you're tasked with defending the world from an army of demons. You can only have a sword to defend yourself. What sword from fiction are you using? And it must be native to Earth. Vinny replied with the Kusanagi no Tsurugi. Kusanagi no Tsurugi, literally grass-cutting sword, is a mythological sword from Japan wielded by the warlord Prince Yamato Takeru. The weapon was originally named Ame no Murokomi no Tsurugi, Heavenly Sword of Gathering Clouds, after it was found inside the body of an 8-headed monster. Quotes, it's a long story. It passed to Yamato Takeru, who discovered that it could control winds, and he used it to survive an ambush. The warlord was later killed by another monster when he was caught without the weapon, which is why rule number 1 of carrying a sword is to always carry that sword.
That adds up.
Joe.
I picked Rebellion from Devil May Cry.
Okay.
It is made on Earth, and it does grant you powers, so I would fuck up that demon.
Demons. It's an army of.
Demons. Oh, yeah. I would, yeah. I'd go to town,
Cutting them with a sword.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle?
So, I don't care what you guys think. So this sword was technically not originally from Earth, but existed on Earth for a period of time. Tesaiga from Inuyasha was literally made from the fang of a demon.
I mean, it's earthbound. It's not from another planet.
What?
It's not from another planet. It's just from the demon world that exists in line. It's
I didn't know
fine.
if you're gonna shit on me for that.
No.
So okay, but at its peak powers is literally known for being able to slaughter 100 demons in a single swing.
True.
So, absolutely the best answer for this question.
Yeah, somebody understood the.
My choice is the Ryujin Jaka from Bleach. That's the Zanpakuto of head captain Shigekuni Yamamoto, who is one of the strongest characters in the Bleach series. The Zanpakuto is considered to have the highest offensive power among all the Zanpakuto in the Soul Society. Once the blade's full power is released, it is able to incinerate anything that stands in its way. In addition to its devastating power, Ryujin Jaka has the ability to affect a wide area, essentially making the sword like a nuclear weapon.
Alright. We'll tie.
Fair. Michael.
I'm going to go with Soul Calibur. Now,
And not Soul Edge.
no, I don't want to be cursed. Soul Calibur is literally designed to fight demonic forms. So yeah, and the beauty of Soul Calibur is that it can take on multiple weapon types. Now, obviously, I'd be using it in Mitsurugi style, because he's my go-to. But I could switch it up at any time. If I need some massive, widespread damage, I turn it into, was that Rock? That big dude with, the cow head or something?
Yeah.
If I want to get really sexy, I could be Valdo with my, hand scissors.
Air hump the death out of a bunch of demons.
Yes. Can you imagine you're a band of demons, you're a part of a band of demons, and Valdo shows up convulsing on the ground, rioting, basically doing a Prince solo?
Looking like Madonna and Prince's love child who's into S&M? Yes.
Yes. With the Elephant Man's head.
Yeah.
So, I think they'd give up before you even had to swing the weapon once. But yes, Soul Calibur. It's a great go-to in this situation.
Okay. Did we get Joe? Joe, did you answer that question?
Yeah, I did Rebellion from Devil May
that's
Cry.
right. Yeah.
They're Japan.
Okay. What's the name of your cover band, and what artist or genre are you covering? I will read Vinny's. He calls himself Vinye. He's a Kanye West cover. Not really a band, but whatever. My response is, it's my Louis Armstrong cover band that happens to wear robes, and the name of the band is La Vie en Robes. Yeah, bathrobes. We wear bathrobes.
Okay, but like I'm trying to put it together. There's a part I'm missing.
He sings a song called La Vie en Rose.
La Vie en Rose.
Okay, that's the part I'm missing. I didn't really know.
It was mainly for Kyle. I knew it was going to hit Kyle. The rest of you are uncultured swine.
Hit him wrong.
I mean, yeah, okay.
Joseph?
I've actually thought about this because I had this idea a bunch of years ago. I was going to start a band called what?
Because you were in a cover band?
That was. This one I would call Prime Time, and we would cover movie and TV themes as in a rock and roll style.
Nice.
Yeah, I still want to do it.
Punk Rock Factory beat you to that, bro. Go ahead and listen to them.
They're not me, so fuck them.
On Spotify.
Wow.
Oh, they've covered Thundercats and shit. You relax.
I'm kidding.
Listen to them.
Well, Joe nuts up once, and you're like, "Hey, stop being a man."
And I'm gonna pull a Joe on them. Hey, they might potentially be on the show one day, dude. Chill. Kyle.
Yeah, mine is actually a real answer.
What the fuck? What? Mine wasn't a real answer? Mine's a real answer?
No, Joe's was a real answer.
Mine's a real answer.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it is. I love Louis Armstrong.
Viable. It was an actual.
So if I was gonna actually play music in a cover band, because I would want it to be like a chill situation. So the name of my band would be Vibrant, but it would be Vibe/Rant, because it would be mashup covers of bands like Sublime, Bob Marley and the Wailers, Revolution, the Fugees, Zac Brown Band, like that kind of melody, but also with like smooth flow rap mixed into it. And I picture it kind of like Modest Yahoo, but also like a mellowed out version of Rage Against the Machine.
I want to go see your band.
This sounds like a ska Grateful Dead almost.
Yeah, I picture it as like potentially not even a full drum set, maybe just like a fucking steel drum as the percussion, as the primary percussion of the band.
Bongos too.
You know, like, and then just have like a smooth flow rapper cutting in
uniform,
like a collision course kind of situation, but with a much chiller vibe.
Go take tubbies.
Come on, tubbies.
What a cutie.
Go take a tub. Yeah, you gotta go take a tub.
I like it.
It's a very elaborate answer. I don't know.
Actually, what gave me the idea is, and it wasn't an idea that sparked this, but I had this thought like a long time ago. Nas did an album with Damian Marley called Distant Relatives, where it was like Damian Marley melodies and vocals mixed with like Nas raps. It was pretty cool. But it was like new raps. So it was whole new songs that they created together. Pretty sweet.
Not exactly like Collision Course, where they could go over both of their...
Correct, yeah.
Just see what fits.
But that was like something that inspired this idea like a long time ago.
Okay. I would like to do full orchestral recreations of death metal, country, and polka songs. I would name the group. It's technically not a band, but kind of you could sell it as a band, as the Jersey Shrill Harmonic.
I like it.
I don't care about your reactions. I'm proud of that.
I don't know
I like it.
I don't know which one of yours hit me worse. Yours or Justin's.
Fuck you, dude. Yeah.
I will say both of them took more comedic effort than Vignette.
I appreciate that at least.
I read through his answers, and I hate to spoil this for the rest of the show, but that was definitely my least favorite of his answers.
I agree.
I found it fun. I like wordplay.
Vignette?
Vignette.
Moving on. What are 4 movies that... Hold on, let me... What are 4 films that defined your childhood?
It's hard to pare this down to 4.
It was very hard.
Really?
I'll read...
I picked them very quickly.
I'll read Vin's. Ace Ventura, Batman 89, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Tommy Boy.
It's a good wide variety going on there. It's a bit more of a wider variety than mine.
Joe, since you said you rapidly named movies.
Well, it was like the first 4 that came to my head were of course, Batman 89, the first Ninja Turtles movie, The Goonies, and Ghostbusters.
Alright. That's good. I'll go Ghostbusters.
Knew it.
Well, I was obsessed. Little Shop of Horrors.
Knew it.
Because it was the first musical that I have, like, a firm memory of. Lady and the Tramp.
Ooh, that's a surprising one.
Super obsessed with that movie.
In many ways, it defined my childhood.
Yeah.
You know, no matter how much I wanted it to.
I know. And Spaceballs. Because if it wasn't for Spaceballs, I would have never been introduced to Star Wars.
Well, reverse action, huh?
Yes.
Wait, you don't think it ever would have come up before then?
I'm sure it would have come up, but I think because I had such an enjoyment out of Spaceballs is why Ken showed me Star Wars.
It's an odd order of things.
I'm an odd man.
Listen to all that arguing. Alright, who's next?
Mike, let's go you, because I know Kyle's got like 800.
I do have honorable mentions.
Yeah, of course you do. Don't
Exactly.
listen. Only do the 4 because in an upcoming episode, there's an extended version of this question.
No, I'm doing my honorable mentions.
You're not going to be able to fucking reuse them then.
Well, my honorable mentions are the weird ones. So if there's going to be a conversation to come out of mine, probably not going to be from the 4 that I actually used.
All right, Mike.
Okay, I'd be lying, even though it's the cliche answer. Star Wars: A New Hope, potentially the most definitive movie of my life. An American Tail.
That was
almost
almost on mine.
I picked that above Land Before Time because it makes me cry a little less.
Somewhere out there.
Yeah, I mean, Littlefoot next to his mama. Yeah, that's like Bing Bong level for the 80s
I'll
kids.
show you.
That's scarring.
I'll show you how to kill a fucking parent, Disney.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're gonna shoot him off screen? Amateurs.
Fuck that.
Despite some people's objections, the fact that it was on pretty much every weekend on Channel 11, legend.
I tell you, I don't hate the movie.
I don't love it. I don't understand how anyone could fence it, that movie. How anyone could just be like, yeah, it is.
It's a thing because it is part of my childhood. So it's like I can't sit there and be like, yeah, it's fucking shit. But also, I don't have the love for that movie like you do.
No, few people do.
Yeah.
And to be a little more serious, this is one of the first movies that was a bit more adult, R-rated, and made me think as a kid. And then later on, had more of an effect too because of family situation. Rain Man. Rain Man was one of those bridging into adulthood films that's very serious, very, very vulgar at times, but so damn good. Should have seen it when it came out. It came out in like 88.
Yeah. All right.
8-year-olds should not be watching that film.
Unfurl the list, Kyle.
Well, so my honorable mentions are Troll in Central Park, because that was a movie that was like the movie that Crystal always picked to watch that I didn't hate.
That is
because the other one was Thumbelina, and I fucking hated Thumbelina.
Yeah.
So Troll in Central Park was like when she got to pick a movie, the movie I was cool with watching.
It's then underrated movie.
And then the other two, which is very weird. So for the 3 years I lived with Grandma and Grandpa, we had something that was like On Demand, but the only two movies I remember ever coming up in those 3 years were the original Mortal Kombat movie and Twister.
Yeah.
I fucking love Twister, though.
I would say, I think I'm being, I don't think I'm lying when I say this. There's one movie that's in my top four that I think I've watched more than those two movies. They might be 2 and 3 on my all-time list of movies that I've watched because of those 3 years.
Before we move on from Twister, is there any other movie that was as popular as that no one really talks about anymore?
I don't know, man. But Jill and I were talking about it yesterday, and I told her, you know, when I think of that movie, I think about the part where they have the pickup truck, and she goes, and they have all the cans, and I was like, yes, and it falls off the back of the truck and it spills all over the street, and I'm like, oh my god, a fucking gang, as if it's like the same characters later on in life, and it just keeps rehappening to them, but no, it's a fucking movie, Kyle.
Every fucking time.
Every time it happens, I'm like, get your shit together.
The scene in that movie where they're all around the breakfast table and it just like each character just has their own their own way they look at Bill is that's such a great scene in that movie.
The Finger of God scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finger of God. They say it and someone drops the fork.
But my actual four in order of release are The Neverending Story, which I'm surprised no one else said.
Very scarring.
Land Before Time, because of Round Round, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and then The Sandlot, because The Sandlot is absolutely the movie that I've seen the most times in my life.
You know, if it wasn't for Channel 11, I would have had to have gone with Turtles. Because when that movie came out on VHS, that was an everyday watch. Yeah. Come home from school, pop it on. At least once.
Kyle, I do got to shout out the fact that you mentioned the ground round.
So, well, I mean, The Land Before Time was like always on.
Always.
Like always on.
They wanted you super depressed so that you ordered all the fucking desserts.
So, yeah, I mean that was like a tradition, right? Land Before Time, and then the baseball hat ice cream.
Yeah, they were like, you want that fucking baseball hat ice cream sundae because that movie made you cry.
I stand by the fact that, Joe, I know that you're a Mets fan, but I stand by the fact that every time I got a helmet that wasn't the Yankees, it was a letdown. like there were times where Crystal got a Yankee helmet and I didn't, and I was always a very good kid going out whenever we ate. But I would flip shit if she would not trade the helmets with me if she got a Yankee. But yeah, man,
I'm still weirded out by the fact that promotion lasted for like a year in 1984. And up to the point that place closed, they still had them.
Sure did.
Yeah, they
and it's not like no one bought them.
No, I think every time we went.
Wait, what do you mean?
There was a promotion. They put like when there was TV commercials and shit for like the baseball hat Sunday. And then they just stopped. Like, they were still ground round commercials, but they stopped the promotion. And I figured around the time I stopped seeing the commercial, like, oh, okay, you're not going to be able to get them anymore. And there was still that same sign there with the hat.
Yep. For eternity.
And the same arcade machine. What was it, 1942?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I miss that.
Me too.
Fucking Moosehead.
All right. It's time to wrap it up with everybody's favorite game of You Piece of Shit. This week, you're adding You Piece of Shit to the end of any 3 lines of dialogue from your favorite sports movies. I usually start off, but since Vinny's not here and I don't want to keep going back and forth between lists, I'm going to read his in order, and then we will go through ours. You're tearing this team apart, you piece of shit.
That's basketball, right?
Yes.
I like that you read it verbatim.
Hot ice. I heat up the ice cubes, you piece of shit.
Dude, it really is that's my favorite.
Oh
yeah.
He got points for that one.
And then he gets stuck in between the hotel room doors.
Yeah.
Fucking classic.
Because it's not worth winning if you can't win big, you piece of shit.
That's probably like one of the better quotes from that movie that I never remember.
I probably wouldn't be able to pull any of these out of my ass. And I've seen basketball a lot, so I don't even know what that last one was.
It was basketball, it was Rookie of the Year, and I don't know what the last one was either. He didn't.
The last was the Mighty Ducks. That was the Hawks.
Okay.
Motto.
Gotcha.
Okay.
No point winning, and then all the kids say, if you can't win big.
All right, we'll go around the horn now. I will start. I am good. You know what? You're a lousy kindergarten teacher. I've seen those finger paintings you bring home, and they suck, you piece of shit.
I'm sorry, babe. I didn't mean that.
I want to kiss you over and again.
Okay.
Till the night closes.
No breakfast?
All right, Joe, you're next.
Where did I write it? It is very bad to steal Jobu's rum. It's very bad, you piece of shit.
Marbles. Marbles.
I pray to you. I sacrifice to you. You still don't let me hit. Fuck you, Jumbo. I do it myself.
Say, strike this motherfucker out.
Kyle.
Or Dorfus. I'll flatter the next page.
Unless you're gonna kiss me, get your hands off my ass, you piece of shit.
Oh, God.
Ooh. I don't know that at all.
I know I've heard this.
That's Any Given Sunday, when Willie Beeman goes under center on the wrong offensive lineman.
That's a solid movie.
Good. Mike?
You were hiding behind the jukebox, you piece of shit. Willie.
I didn't.
That is one of mine. That's one of mine.
I got to pull that line on someone the other day in a group message. So, at my former place of employment, I'm still in my group message with the buddies, and is on Facebook. My friend Joe commented on our friend Jesus' post about like when your friend leaves your work and whatever, and Joe was like, "Where were you today when I was getting in trouble?" So I got the message back. I was like, "He was hiding behind the jukebox."
You the man now, Clifford Franklin.
Next up for me.
Come on, stop. Let's play football, bitch.
We have to show James. I can't remember if James has actually sat through that movie or not.
I think we put it on for him.
Yeah, I know it's been on plenty of times.
Yeah.
I mean, can we just do this real quick? Does everybody have a favorite quote from that movie?
I have 2 more favorite quotes from that movie.
Okay, good. I'll save mine for after you do your third quote then.
Yeah. Well, let me just quote the late, great Colonel Sanders, who said, "I'm too drunk to taste this chicken, you piece of shit."
I love your strategy. Everybody else knows what that's from, right?
I've heard it, but I can't pick it out.
Kyle,
Talladega Nights.
Kyle, my third one will pop you.
All right.
I'm like, I have a tickle in my throat, and every time I've laughed, I've started coughing.
Joe?
Whose turn is it?
Joe's. Jose.
I've had a lot of distractions since I've been here in LA. This is a distraction. This is a fire in a barrel. This is a distraction and a fire in a barrel. Any questions, you piece of shit?
I know that.
Yes, you do.
I do not at all.
That's Mighty Ducks 2, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good old Gordon Bombay right there.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle.
You were born to wear that jacket, you piece of shit.
That is also Happy Gilmore, yeah?
Nope.
No?
No, that's, Oh, fuck.
Come on.
I know,
Oh my
I know we're
God.
all going to know it, too.
I see it.
Do you see it?
Fucking A.
I couldn't even begin to guess.
Go ahead.
Rudy.
I knew I did.
Rudy.
Never actually sat through the whole movie.
Oh my
Rudy, dude?
God.
They ruined the ending of the trailer.
Who cares? Still a good movie.
It's not about the destination, Mike. It's about the journey.
So yeah, he gets to Mount Doom and they drop the friggin' ring in there.
And his sister has very short-term memory.
Yeah, seriously.
Mike, what's your second?
You know, China and Japan are two different countries. You piece of shit.
Well played. All right. Hey, you know, Ricky, breaking up with a girlfriend can be a very painful thing, but it don't have to keep you down for long. I mean, let me tell you something from my own personal experience. I've never had a regular girlfriend like you. I knew I was going to break. But I did get kicked in the balls. I read this like 20 times before we got on air. And by the 15th time, I was like, all right, I can make it through. Now. But I did get kicked in the balls once by a mule. Now, I thought... Now, I thought I would be hurting for the rest of my life. The next line is great.
Oh, he's got the sillies now.
Oh my God.
There's no way out of it now, Mike. But you know what happened very next week? My mama died. Hell, after that, I didn't care no more about my balls hurting. You see what I'm getting at? You piece of shit.
Ricky, I think your house is haunted.
How do you watch TV but listen to music at the same time?
Why are you watching TV and listening to music at the same time?
I like to party.
I like to picture Jesus as like lead singer Leonard Skinner.
Wrong movie.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yep.
Obviously, I know I've seen it.
Oh, you've seen it because we've quoted it earlier in this round.
Shit. If only I still have memory. Okay, we have to throw it out. I don't think any of us are getting it.
Major League 2. That was Rube Baker.
Oh. The catcher?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The catcher that couldn't throw back to first base?
Yep.
Or to the pitcher or whatever the hell it was?
Start giving him lingerie magazines.
Yeah.
It's back to Joe.
Back to Joe.
My name is Chester. I'm great. I'm wonderful. Everybody likes me. Hey, Chester. My name's Harlan. And to me, you look like a giant asshole. Well, if I'm an asshole, there's a reason for it. You're contagious, you piece of shit. Yeah.
Not even a little. Joe's very esoteric today.
Yeah, Joe.
The late great Rodney Dangerfield in Ladybugs.
Oh,
Fucking
wow.
Ladybugs.
It's been a while. It's been a long while. And yeah, I have seen Ladybugs more than once, and I've never seen Rudy. So,
dude, Ladybugs is underrated.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Never seen Ladybugs, dude?
Shut the fuck up. He's never seen Rudy.
I mean, yeah, I know. I feel the way about both of you right now.
both of them can be shocking.
Yes.
No rule against that.
Kyle.
You ain't doing these kids a favor by patronizing them. You're crippling them. You're crippling them for life, you piece of shit.
Given what I know about your love for sports movies, I'm going to just guess Remember the Titans.
Yeah,
you guessed correctly.
Yeah.
It's pretty much guaranteed to be a quote from that movie every time we do one of these, and it's sports related.
Like?
Ole, 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 ole. Boy, cheers, piece of shit. I think we got
I got it. Okay, so is that all of them? Is that everybody's?
Yeah, that was everybody's third.
Okay, so real quick, favorite quotes from the Replacements. Because I don't know about anybody else. Mike did not say mine. My favorite quote from that movie is, "You see, the football is like a one-man cold. Cliff Franklin. Cliff Franklin the only one catching it. Cliff Franklin the only one coming down with it."
I don't know if I have my favorite quote, but the one I use the most is anytime somebody says "son of a bitch." Oh, son of a bitch?
Son of a bitch?
Oh, son of a bitch? You funny man. You got jokes now?
Shane, what's that smell?
I knew Justin was going to say that. Wow, damn.
Well, it smells nice. I went through all the quotes today.
I knew he was going to say that one.
Screw you, cockroach.
Danny?
Oh my god. Off the phone. Do the first, Chubby.
Danny, I need you to get me that ball.
I'm going to get the ball.
You get me that ball?
I'm going to get the ball. I'm going to get the ball.
You get the ball. God, I hope he doesn't kill anybody. You got me that ball.
I got the ball.
You got me that ball.
I got the ball.
Danny, go sit down.
Okay.
You ate a dozen eggs before a game. Crazy son of a bitch.
How am I supposed to coach a deaf man?
Learn sign language.
Oh, holy shit.
Think of it this way. He'll never get called off sides in an audible.
Let's hear it for the home team. Hey, ho, ho. Could anyone play better? Say. No.
California oranges. Mash them, crush them, skate them on the throat. You mean spiders on the field?
Quicksand.
Oh, quicksand is a scary mother, Shane.
Bees.
Why don't you just rock me to sleep, Jumbo?
Just rock me to sleep.
Good times. Anyways, that's the end of the show. That's all we're doing.
Alright, as always, if you like what you hear, you can like us on Facebook.com/Nerdities. Follow us on Twitter @Nerdities. Email us at nerdities@gmail.com. Check out nerdities.com.
While you're there, make something of yourself. Order a t-shirt at prowrestlingtees.com/nerdities, NERDATIES. If you don't want to do that, then buy some delicious goods to fill the void in your hearts and stomachs at sinfulcreationsbyjustin.com. You order it, I'll make it, and ship it. It's that easy. Also, if you want to go on vacation, as if I don't do enough for you people, hit me up at corememoriestravel@gmail.com. Send me emails. And let's book you a vacation. I'm sure you want to get away from your shitty normal life, so let's book an escape for you. And for a nicer version of me, Can't Stop the Rope Drop podcasts. Available wherever you get your fine free podcasts. It isn't really. I've been saying that for weeks, but I just have not uploaded it because, well, I've been busy. I've only edited the first episode. Which is enough to start, but then that means I have to edit the other ones.
I admit, you gotta keep going down that road.
Yeah.
Podcasting 101. I've seen monkey shit fights at the zoo more organized than this.
I had another one for the end of the show, too. Coach, you know this don't look natural. You know it don't. It looks like I just jacked off and everything.
What are they going to do? Send you to football jail? I love to see a fat guy score.
Ah, yes.
Because you get a fat guy spank, and then you get a fat guy dance.
Alright. Fuck bye.
Okay.
And why should I care? Drop!